Welcome to Nerd Wars, where we discuss the destruction of Western civilization not by well-meaning pink-haired idiots, but by sadistic, psychopathic monsters with an agenda to destroy us all.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
So what the f is woke? Well, if you haven't seen the Peter Pan and Wendy trailer yet, watch that. You'll get a pretty good idea.
You were baby turtles who made contact with mystery goo.
Sadly, a lot of the anti-woke nerds have spotted and rightly called out all the woke crap, but a lot of them seem to think it's just pink-haired idiots or virtue-signaling mega corporations causing this. Oh, it's just well-meaning incompetent morons. No. When's Disney just gonna realize their mistake? They continue to ask. Except it's not a mistake.
This wokeness is not organic. It did not come on its own. It's funded.
It's not well-meaning. It is far, far more sinister.
If you're refusing to accept that this is intentional, they didn't just want the best person for the job, they cast her because she's black. In the same way they cast Halle Bailey for Little Mermaid because she's black. In the same way they cast Rachel Zegler for Snow White because she's not white, right? There's a reason that they're doing this.
And especially now you're going to have where they're trying to push, they're giving a tax credit to studios. They're trying to pass legislation in California where...
I've seen. Yeah, the more inclusive and diverse you are, the better.
The more money you make from the government. Yeah. See, because they realize
you make no money from the public.
Right, because they realize that the studios are losing money hand over fist, and they're going to start changing things. So like, hey.
George, do you not see it? It's the government going to give them money for the destruction of culture.
Why would a company knowingly and brazenly lose billions on purpose?
Convincing people that they're wrong is very, very difficult. Convincing them that they've been suckered is nearly impossible. And a lot of people just want to put their virtue on these people. You know, they don't want to believe that they would be destroying everything on purpose because they wouldn't do something like that. Yeah, they are though. We have to stop giving these people the benefit of the doubt. We have to stop being suckers. Why did I end up making this? Well, the most popular anti-woke nerd on YouTube is The Critical Drinker. Great reviews, excellent writer, has a Scottish accent, so yeah, easy views.
I review modern entertainment, and that's why I drink.
Hey, I love you! What? Nothing!
Normal.
He literally starts off by saying he wants to delete woke from the English language. He thinks that it's lost all meaning and relevance because everyone just uses it for everything. It's overused, so he wants to draw the line in the sand. He wants to say this is what's woke and this is what's not.
It seems like every piece of online discourse about a new movie, TV show, or video game inevitably devolves into whether or not it's woke without really understanding what that word even means and how to measure it.
That's quite big.
Do not play this game as it's woke, trash with lazy developer. Well, maybe I'll make my own mind up. How about that? Why is everything's woke? It's woke as, it's woke. Why? It's got a lesbian in it, it's woke.
You serious?
Ooh! 2 hours later.
That person that came in at the beginning of the stream who said it's woke, and I said, ah, come on, it's not a... I apologize. I apologize.
He thinks that the left thinks wokeness is just trying to educate people about all the injustices. No. And then the other side thinks, oh, it's about destroying everything, which it is. Oh, well, how do we marry these conflicting viewpoints? Oh, with nuance.
I'm kind of retarded.
But I think this is where we have to apply a bit of something that's generally lacking in modern online discussions. Nuance.
He said I'm effing stupid, effing retarded.
Anyone talks about nuance, run. Anyone talks about moderating, about finding the similarities on both sides, run the f away from those people. They do not understand what is happening.
Oh, God.
We're race swapping and everything. Oh God, they can't stop.
We're gonna look at this from a neutral's perspective. And I am going to be the arbiter of what is neutral and moderate and nuanced, even though I don't really understand what's going on.
You're absolutely right. They're the traditional definition of a zombie, a mindless drone that preaches the main narrative.
They're all
No
NPCs.
individual thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it's a cult. You have to like repeat the dogma.
It's okay to, raise awareness of social, cultural, environmental issues. That's not a bad thing. You think that's what they're trying to do? They just want to give historically underrepresented groups or problems a bit more visibility.
He was like a retard, but he was like really smart.
I've got a super cheap bridge. Looking to sell. Are you interested? The problem is they're just browbeating people with it.
You went full retard, man.
Yeah, because it's an agenda. What really makes something woke is how much the agenda is pushed rather than the story.
Duh.
I have nuance.
Never go full retard.
I'm intellectual.
Went full retard. Went home empty-handed.
Everyone's acting like he's this prodigy, but he's kind of like retarded. It's just like no one can say it.
All right, seriously, Drinker does a great job. I'm done bashing him.
You're my best friend!
Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves writing team John Francis Daly and Jonathan Goldstein revealed they intentionally emasculated the film's leading men, though not for wokeness.
This ideology and this agenda, it didn't just come out of nowhere. It's not just the message. It's a plan. It's an agenda. And it's not about getting marginalized groups more representation. If you think that, seriously, I've got a few bridges I'm looking to offload. It's about putting us into a sci-fi dystopia so they can cull billions of us. How's that for nuance?
Run! Your mustache fell off.
Leslie, you goofball.
So you got to understand how the different levels of this all works. Usually it's described as a pyramid. And within each of these bricks, on each of the different levels, it's very compartmentalized. Each group, each person, they all have their various reasons for why they go along with this plan. Number one is usually ideology. They've been brainwashed, they've been suckered. Money, power.
He is the smartest man I know. I mean, in terms of pure intellectual capacity.
Tribalism, all sorts of reasons. Stupidity definitely does play a role, but that's more on the lower levels. If you think that the higher ups think that the Disney CEO is stupid, think they're making mistakes, no. Anyone who tells you, oh, every single person's an evil Satanist and they're doing this for their Dark Lord Satan. No. Some though, yes. And so they love to do what I call definition trolling. And if you're arguing about definitions, such as what is woke, or what communism really is with these crazies, you've already lost.
Oh gosh. I'm really in a pickle now.
Oh my God.
They have no idea what it is or its history. Being misinformed is inherent in the ideology.
I didn't like that.
It is that, literally. This is the commune. We're communists.
What you've just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Because if you actually understood it and you knew the history of it, you could never, ever support it.
Are you f***ing retarded? What the hell's the matter with you?
So we got to stop acting like we are having conversations and debates with legitimate people with legitimate ideas. It's all a lie.
Do you want me to be f***ing retarded? Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Well, actually, Erwin.
No one person's in charge. I'm on the council, democratically elected.
I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
It's all excuses for totalitarianism. And if you're debating their definitions and you're wanting to look at the nuance and you want to moderate, you've already lost. I'm so big brain. Yeah, your big brain is awfully smooth.
I argue with people that, no, this show is actually not woke. Just because it has gay characters, there's people out there who can no longer tell the difference. Partly because they don't want to, and that's their shizzle, fine.
No.
All shared. Collective ownership.
So, communism.
Who's retarded now?
Yeah.
I apologize.
This place actually f***ing works.
You serious?
Chinese Communist Party is running the biggest concentration camp in North Korea.
Okay, a simple wrong would have done just fine, but...
When I would visit the writer's room for any of the CW shows, like The Flash or Arrow or Legends of Tomorrow, all those things, those writers, you could ask them all in privately the same question, and they will give you the exact same answer, word for word.
Peter Pan
Were you expecting someone else?
And these are the things that Kim Jong-un is interested in, controlling people. He has a zero interest in saving people and feeding people and treating them like human beings.
Nuance.
Slain Hope with $5 says it's ironic that diversity and inclusion has led to everyone being replaced by AI. This is the full Rome updated for a modern audience. Again, I will stress this. Inclusion and diversity is a lie.
I'm not interested in the glass ceiling. I'm interested in the brick wall. Because if I take down the brick wall, then we can redesign the building. And that's the only way to go forward.
I say, hold up, wait a minute. Something ain't right.
We are trained Marxists.
And this is how we end up with people like Stacey Abrams as the president of the Federation in Star Trek.
It's not about just swapping a character either. It's about the politics behind it. It's about why you're doing it.
And now she is somehow in Nigeria, watching over their elections.
They started out peaceful and orderly, but Nigeria's elections have descended into disorder.
She really cares about black people. What kind of things does she think about black people?
So if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
They think voter ID is racist because black people are too stupid and lazy to go get a free government ID. Black people didn't take the jab because they're too stupid to use the internet.
A lot of people don't know how to register. Not everybody in the community, in the Hispanic and the African American community, know how to get online to determine how to get in line for that COVID vaccine.
Oh, they're just trying to help black people. The people that the people they think are too stupid to use the internet? Yeah, I bet they're trying to help them.
Lie.
I just want to be nuanced and intellectual, guys.
The communists declared that the racial differences among our people constituted the weakest and most vulnerable point in our social fabric.
Diversity means communists of color, I'm telling you.
By constantly probing and straining at this one spot, they calculated that eventually the cloth could be torn apart and that Americans could be divided, weakened, and perhaps even set against each other in open combat.
They felt that this counter-revolution could best be guarded against by creating and establishing re-education centers in the Southwest.
Nuance.
We mustn't kid ourselves into thinking that the communists have placed their agitators only into the black communities. They're working both sides of the street.
Oh, I hate white people. I hate us.
They want hatred, violence, and bloodshed between the races, and they don't care how they get it or whom they use, even children if necessary.
Slaves built this country.
Yes, Democrats supported slavery, but that misses the point.
Nuance.
These are the people you're arguing definitions with.
And when I pursued this further, they estimated that they would have to eliminate 25 million people in these re-education centers.
It was propagandist nutcrackery.
It's Marxism, the disillusion of culture, the disillusion of religion.
House of worship, multi-faith.
And then you are reliant upon state.
So the other side of all this woke crap is pushing all the gay stuff, all the trans stuff. We got public schools saying not using preferred pronouns can lead to death. How? How did this happen so quickly? Oh, was it well-meaning people who are just a little stupid? No.
No.
There can be no middle way in dealing with transgenderism. It is all or nothing. And if it's false, then we should not indulge it.
Now that's the kind of dialectic advancing speech I like to see.
It's an agenda. It's not just a message. The message comes from the agenda. Look how big-brained we are. We're nuanced with sexuality. Yeah, now over 7% of the US population identifies as LGBTQ LMNOP. That's more than double. How did that happen? Well-meaning people trying to get more representation? No.
No.
Straight up eugenicists who want to depopulate the planet by the billions.
He was the first one to warn me about a social credit score system. He's like, they're going to try to implement a social credit score system, and your money is going to be tied. They'll have centralized digital currency, and your money will be tied to your social credit score system, and you step out of line, you won't be able to buy things. You won't be able to travel. You won't be able to do anything.
That's where all of the environmental crap comes from. Kill humanity to save the planet, guys. Oh, it's just well-meaning. They care about the birds and the dolphins.
No.
I've got nuance, guys. No, they're trying to enslave us and kill us.
Nuance.
They're going to try to keep you within a 15-minute radius of your home, and they're starting to do that in places.
Yeah,
all of it's real. And in China, the social score system is 100% real and implemented.
Who is coming to save us? We are coming to save us. The conservatives sure as hell aren't going to be coming to save us.
Please clap.
No, no, no.
I will totally obliterate the deep state. I will fire. Totally obliterate the deep state.
And that was a lie.
End of flashback.
They are like 5 years behind on everything. They might as well just be Democrats.
I always forget why the GOP is losing. Why does the GOP lose?
What is this side of the aisle doing about open borders? Nothing. What is this side of the aisle going to do about spending? Lip service.
They continue to do absolutely nothing for the country.
You see, the rest of us were living our lives. We were minding our own business. When you came along and demanded that we abandon everything we know about fundamental physical reality for your sake. That's what you did.
So who's really behind this agenda then?
No.
If this is vast conspiracy. It is vast, but it's pretty simple. But I've already taken way too long on this video, so please subscribe so you can make sure you see my what the f is social engineering video, where we dive deep into why we're having this agenda pushed on us and who is pushing it on us. Because my nerds perish for lack of knowledge. So get informed and then get up off your butt, because then no one coming to save you but you.
Mr. Superman no here.
Get access to exclusive videos and become a producer at my Subscribe Star. Links in the description.